Are we on yet?
Yep.
Are we going yet? That's really loud in here. One of these days you're going to see Mike's fist fly from my head. Ow! Right to the skull. Yeah, so today's a happy day for Sean because I got my Cygnar army. Yay! Xana painted it. So there's love in that army. Here we go. It's this is an epic Nemo list. Oh, and by the way, this terrain is not too shabby either, and I want to show you some things we did with that. So it's an epic Nemo list, all 4 tiers. So basically, there's only one way to build it. It's 50 points at least. I'm pretty sure it's 50 even. And so let me tell you what's in it. We have 2 units of Storm Guard. That's kind of your infantry to create problems and absorb things. Their great power is called Electro Leap, which means if there's an enemy model nearby and they attack it with their reach halberd, so let's say there's an enemy like right here, right? It means that the a secondary electrical attack will leap to the nearest model within 4 inches. I think it's nearest enemy model, and otherwise they'd electrocute themselves, which would be pathetic. Which is really a great power because it can get things that are hidden. And so there's those guys. There are 5 of these awesome Stormcaller solos, and these guys are just absolutely insanely fantastic. Great poses, great models, do a great thing. They call lightning down out of the air to strike people, so you can't get much better than that. So there's 5 of those in the army. And you have these storm towers. These are basically like mobile gun units, like heavy weapons, basically. So there's a crew. Again, it's a fantastic model. I love the posing. I love how the whole thing works. By the way, these all have our cobblestone city caps, so they actually go very well with this particular terrain. This is a Thunderhead, awesome in the game, great fig, and nothing but good things to say about the Thunderhead. This is a converted model. This is a Hammersmith with 2 giant Rock'em Sock'em robot hammers. So the jury's out on that. What do you think? Do you think it's awesome, or do you think it's a little too much over the top? Let me give you a 360. Is it focusing on there? So, and these are actually specialty fists from the Grind game, which I just really super loved them. So, so there's that. You certainly can't fault him for having hammers that are too small. And 2 Fireflies, love the name, love the model, love what it does in the game. They have Electro Leap as well. And last but not least, you have Nemo. He has been changed on his base. We sculpted a specialty cobblestone base for him to stand on. His staff has been reposed, so it's upright. This is the Epic Nemo version of it. But I plan on using him as a regular Nemo as well. And here comes my favorite part. You can't get Squires these days because they are temporarily out of stock pretty much everywhere. And by pretty much, I mean, I assume somewhere they might have them. I certainly couldn't find any. So we did this conversion, and I'm ever so pleased. It looks like kind of a ramshackle warjack that we just made out of various parts. And he has like a wrench, a little steam engine, and he's made from all sorts of different kits. I'd be surprised if anybody could tell me what all of them were. Especially this arm. That arm comes from an unusual source. So definitely liking that as my Squire conversion. And yeah, there you go. It's at least 50 points, and it's going to be. I can't wait to play. Also wanted to show you something about this board. A company called Hearst Arts makes molds. And you can buy the molds, and if I read their legal thing correctly, you can use them for your own entertainment. Unfortunately, I can't resell these if I read it right, because I'm very much a fan of respecting copyright. But anyway, I can show you what we did with them. We created these little mobile barricades by gluing them together. And let me show you another one. This is what this one looks like. It's got some sandbags in there. They look really super fantastico. So let's see. Here's another one, and they really are just perfect for these dogs. Oh, and here's one of my faves. This is a bunch of burnt crates, and by bunch I mean 2. Oh, and here's one more. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Yeah, aren't those fun? In fact, let's take a look at one more. So fantastic. I mean, we added so much to this board. We added a crazy amount of stuff. Oh, here's a barrel, a giant like wine dispenser thing. So there you go. Well, James and Ren just walked in and they had looks of concern on their faces. So
don't touch our board, Sean.
yeah, that's about it. They're like, That's awesome. Are we still rolling? Because Mike remembers the rule. Let's keep rolling. We're back. I just want to add a few things. First off, this Cygnar Army's for sale. Even though it's my baby, everything is, you know, on the block. Secondly, we have, from Custom Kingdoms, we have a giant, like 10 pounds of just raw plates coming. So we're gonna build an extent, yeah, you should be smiling. We're gonna build an extension to our Mercenary Cove board here and populate it with this giant city. And the plan is, don't know how this is gonna pan out or when, but the plan is to add another section of the city, another 4 foot by 4 foot board, and do a metal steampunk ship actually in the harbor that will be 3 feet by 5 feet probably. Like it'll be its own board, just this giant metal steampunk destroyer type of thing. So, at this particular answer, we're still kind of grabbing our, getting to our feet after the move. Why did I have to tell you that? So anyway, hold on a second. Yeah, so the Cygnar Army's for sale, and we're doing more with this board. It's going to be awesome. Stay tuned.